everyone, welcome back to the Colcom Daily Minutes podcast. I'm Jeff.
I'm Rihanna.
Okay, so today we're at the Sinchon branch of Colcom. Colcom is one of the largest and oldest language exchange cafes in Korea. What they do is, what's better is they don't just encourage people to study English. They actually want to encourage people to have conversations, exchange opinions, as well as make friends and share their culture with everyone else. How they do this is they meet up with groups and they're given topics to discuss between each other with ice-breaking questions. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at some of these topics and questions. Yeah.
So right now we're going to be talking about cheating.
Cheating.
Yes, in relationships.
Cheating in relationships. So it's breaking someone's heart or having your heart broken.
Yeah.
The first question we have is, what is your definition of cheating?
In a relationship, I guess the obvious one is if you actually go and meet someone else and engage in, adult activity with them. Kissing someone too, I can also consider cheating. I know there are some people that even regard just texting someone, even if you haven't met them or something, as cheating also.
Yeah, so cheating in me means like you're in a relationship, either like dating or married, and you've made a promise to devote certain emotions and feelings and actions to that one person, but then later breaking that promise and actually doing these kinds of things to another person.
Yes, exactly.
So yeah, it could be kissing, messaging, saying something like, "Oh, I like you," and then, but also, I guess. Taking the emotions you should have for one person and giving it to another person.
Yes, for some people that emotional connection, even if there's no physical happening at all, can be even worse than the physical. It's not, cheating's not just physical, but it's also an emotional thing. Yeah. Shall we go to number 2?
Sure. Have you ever cheated? Or have you ever been cheated?
Cheated on, I guess.
Yeah, cheated on.
I have never cheated. I'm a very big advocate for anti-cheating. I've seen the effects it can have on people, and I just don't want to put myself in that position. Right. I haven't been cheated on, to my knowledge. To my knowledge.
Right.
And you?
Oh, have I cheated? I have kind of. When the relationship was at the very end, I have cheated on them, but at the same time, they were doing that to me too.
Oh, okay.
So it was kind of
it's a toxic situation.
Yeah, well, no, it's not at the very end, the last 2 weeks, So I was cheated on, and they apologized, but already my feelings were hurt.
Of course.
So it was more vindictive too. So I cheated on them. So it's already the damage is already done.
Yeah.
And we said we would could try to work it out, but then I felt very hurt, so I wanted to hurt them back.
Yeah.
So I cheated.
It's a vicious cycle, cheating.
So that's the one thing you have to worry about cheating too, is it's a two-way street.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, number 3.
Number 3.
Why do you think that people cheat? We know that it's morally wrong, but why can't we give up?
Oh, so people cheat. They're in a relationship, and they might have they've said, "Oh, I like you," or they made a promise or something like that. They're dating, but really that's not. It's basically a way to end the relationship because it's not working out.
Yeah.
You thought in the beginning maybe you were very compatible.
Yeah.
But as time goes on, you feel that the compatibility is
worn off.
Yeah, worn off. What do you think about that?
I feel like some people cheat because there's that situation, but then there's also having your cake and wanting to eat it too. You have your partner, but you still feel like you can play the field.
Right.
I know a lot of people, girls and guys alike, if my heart's with this guy, just giving my body to someone else doesn't really mean as much as having my heart in someone else's life.
Right. Yeah.
And for me, I'm like, okay, but
right. It's why so people they like their partner, but their partner is not completely suitable for them, and that's why they go off and maybe do it even though it's wrong.
Yeah, a lot of people, they know cheating's wrong. I think for me it's they know it's morally wrong, but they still somehow go on with it anyway. I don't know. I feel like that weighs on the cheater also.
Yeah. Yeah, some people are just too horny and just do that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So usually people that continually cheat, they're just doing the physical cheating.
Yeah, exactly.
The emotional cheating, that doesn't really happen, but the people that do it often just are addicted, I guess, to the physical.
Definitely, addiction could be an issue, so watch out, guys.
Good. So number 4,
Yeah.
what is the difference between flirting and having a conversation?
This is one I kind of find difficult.
Yeah.
I personally think I'm just having a conversation, but a lot of my friends have told me that I'm flirty by nature.
Okay.
And I'm like, am I? And
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, you do like a lot of skinship, I suppose.
I was going to say that. I was going to ask that, yeah.
Like doing and for me, it has no real meaning behind it. It's me just
Right.
being like, oh, you're funny, a little tap
Yeah,
on the shoulder.
touching
Or,
a-
or just, I don't know. For me, it's like me just showing I'm engaged and caring, but it can be misconstrued.
Right. Do you think, I think, there's the flirty is like going, oh, yeah, the skinship, or, like if a guy did it to a girl, like there's the skinship, giving the girl a compliment.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Going, like saying something beyond the bounds of a general conversation.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you look pretty in that dress. And that's a conversation. Like going, oh, you look pretty in that dress. Like, wow. Like, and
Yeah.
then continuing that's more like flirtatious.
I would definitely say though I'm like more on the complimentary side in general, so maybe I have to draw back a bit just
Right.
to avoid misunderstanding.
Do you think guys can be flirtatious as well? I think like
Yeah,
the word-
I've had
the word-
several situations. I
Yeah,
have.
like when I hear like flirting, I'm like, that seems like something that girls do, but a guy.
Guys, yeah, I had a friend actually in England. He was a Korean guy,
Yeah.
and he said stuff to me like, "Oh, you're really beautiful," and
Yeah.
"Oh, I love the way you wear clothes," and "Oh, I'm super like close to you and stuff." And,
Okay.
And then I ended up at the end being like, "Oh, so he must like me. I don't think I'm misreading these signs."
Right, yeah.
For me, it felt very obvious.
Yeah.
It was not the case. It was not the case. We still maintained the friendship, and he was like, "Whoa, where did you get this from?" And I was like, "How could I not get this? You told me I had a great body." I was like,
Okay. Let's look at number 5.
yeah. If you found out somebody is flirting with your partner, how would you react?
Oh, so like.
I'd be fuming.
Yeah, jealousy. Like, I'm like, why would? I mean, if someone was flirting, like, I would first get angry
Yeah.
at the guy flirting or trying to hit on my girlfriend.
Yeah.
But then I would also later, as we're going, I would also get kind of angry too.
Mm-hmm.
Because my girlfriend allowed this to happen too. Like she just said she
But
didn't.
what if she didn't? What if
Well,
she
like,
tried
well,
to?
like there's certain like she like on if like she should tell the guy too, like, oh, thank you, but I have a boyfriend too. But
What if she did that, but the guy was persistent?
yeah, that would make me angry really, and I think that's that would probably be the end of the conversation. That's one of the things because like devotion's kind of important
Yeah.
to me.
Me
See-
too.
Yeah,
I'm a very big advocate of loyalty.
yeah.
For me, at least, I guess.
Yeah, so if someone was cheating, if someone was flirting with your boyfriend, another girl.
Some people really do that in front of your face.
Yeah,
Actually, and those people, I just think they're beyond the bounds of moral compass
Yeah.
entirely. They just have
Yeah.
no
social boundaries. Yeah.
no, not at all, and they don't respect you as a person.
Yeah.
And I would be mad, and I think at that point it's not really jealousy more so than just sheer lack of respect.
Yeah, like there would be a series of emotions I would feel. Yeah. Good. Let's do number 6.
Yep.
Do you have any friend who has been cheated on, I guess, or has cheated?
Ooh, friend that's been cheated on. I think kind of, yes.
Yeah.
I had a friend who was in a relationship in I'll say high school.
Yeah.
And her partner was very flirtatious with her best friend.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the best friend too was also very reciprocative of that guy's advances as well.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, this is awful. I think that best friend boundary is always terrible. And I advised my friend, break it off with the guy.
Yeah.
But she was too wrapped up.
Yeah. I had like a friend in Korea. Well, I was a friend with the guy, and then when the relationship ended, I became more friends with the girl. I don't know, but it's because the guy was actually doing the cheating. So like he was married to a Korean woman, and then he said they got divorced, and he moved out of their house, and then he started dating the female, another girl, which I would hang out with them as a third wheel, but behind her back. He was still like messaging his ex-wife like happy birthday, and she would be a message, oh, like I miss you and all that stuff. And he was like, I don't know if he was physically cheating, but yeah, emotionally he was still invested to his ex-wife.
I just don't understand it.
And he wouldn't cut those ties.
Yeah.
And then they eventually broke up, but then he got back together with his ex-wife he was even secretive of that to me because we were supposed to, even go on vacation together. And instead, he got back together with his ex-wife. They went on vacation like 2 weeks before, and then he came back. He's like, "Oh, sorry, I haven't booked the ticket yet. I don't think I have enough money." And then that's when I realized that he was also cheating on me as a friend too. Yeah. And like he was even supposed to be going to meet his family in Europe too, and he cheated on his family too because he was still invested with his ex-wife.
Yeah, people like that for me though are beyond reproach. I don't know, you can't really save them. Yeah. So better to just cut them out and move on. Yeah. All right, where are we at?
Number 7.
7. If your partner watched a movie with the opposite sex and your partner didn't tell you about that, is it cheating? Depends on the setting, no?
Yeah, it depends on the setting. It's also like her relationship with that guy, that person. If it's a person like a coworker or a friend of a friend, I wouldn't consider that cheating. But if it was with a stranger, I would.
Yes, yes. Because what's the purpose at that point?
Yeah, like like you're dating me. Like, why are you going out and meeting new guys?
Exactly. I guess for me, if we were in a committed relationship, had the boyfriend, girlfriend labels at least, and you had let me say it's the best friend, the best female friend, and you went to the cinema, I could excuse that more than a house date, than a Netflix and chill situation, because that can develop quickly. Yeah,
as well as like this question says with the opposite sex. I know many girls, they have their gay friend too.
That's true.
So they want to watch Sex in the City, but they don't want to take their boyfriend to that, so they'll take their gay friend.
Yeah, that's a completely different situation. Which there's no need for jealousy there.
Yeah. Okay, number 8. Do you believe in the notion that you could love only one person? And you can't love others?
I like to believe that if I find someone I love, I could be loyal to them, but I do understand that the heart has the capacity to love someone else too. Right. I think it's just who you choose to be.
Right. Yeah.
If I have the tie with that person and I feel like it's good, I don't know.
I believe at one time you can only have one love, but But then love grows, but also love can die.
It's true, it can dwindle.
So you hear stories of people like widows afterward. And on their deathbed, the husband or wife says, "Oh, after I'm gone, I want you to find love." And all that stuff. So there's only one love. That doesn't make sense.
I know there are a few people that have had situations where they have loved multiple partners. Yeah. In my case, though, so far, I haven't loved a single person outside of my family. At least that's a really hard thing and emotion for me to grapple with. Mm-hmm. In that romantic sense of it. Right. In the eros sense. Yeah.
Well, I was talking with my friend about the whole Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. Oh, yeah. But she was in love with Tupac before he died, and then
I think that love never went away.
Yeah, I think she still loves Tupac, and
I don't think it's a thing. I think you're correct. Yeah. Oh, Jada. Where are we at now?
Number 9. Yes.
Do you think if people stopped cheating in the world, it would be a better place?
Yeah. Well, people are.
Oh, romantically better, yeah.
But cheating is just being dishonesty and lying and being selfish, and these are all elements that are part of the human psyche and the human nature, to lie, to cheat, and all that stuff to try to achieve something better. I think it would be a better place, but it would never happen.
I feel like it's so easy to avoid becoming a cheater or engaging in cheating personally. Yeah. I don't know, if you're just disinterested in the person you're with, I don't know, just cut it off and then go and pursue whoever you want to sleep with or whatever.
Even marriage. What's your stance on marriage too?
My stance on marriage?
Some people don't want to get married because maybe their family were their family separated and they don't want to go.
They don't want to repeat that. Yeah. That doesn't mean you still don't have a committed relationship with just your partner in general. Yeah. The marriage part is just an extra piece of paperwork to solidify your relationship.
Some people think that as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 10. Have you ever cheated on an exam? If so, have you ever been caught cheating on an exam?
I don't think I've cheated in an exam before, but I've had people feed them answers, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and peer over at my paper.
Oh, personally, I've never cheated on an exam because even peering over even at someone's paper, you don't know if that person's answering correctly or not, too. It's a
That's
chance.
true. But I guess if you're one of the smart kids in class, they think you're more of a reliable person to lean on.
I think, I just never cheated because I was too worried of getting caught.
Caught,
So,
exactly.
The punishment for cheating was much worse than actually just maybe not having
Messing
the,
up, yeah.
messing up, not knowing the right answer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And number 11, our last one, how does technology facilitate cheating and what steps can be taken to address the issue?
Ooh, well, these dating apps facilitate cheating. Yeah, it gives people direct access to people that want to go on a date or want to hook up.
On that same topic, I literally just had someone tell me a story yesterday about this. A guy was in a relationship for 2 years.
Yeah.
He wanted to propose to his partner,
Yeah.
but then one of his friends was on a dating app and
Yeah.
then saw her profile was existing there.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, but maybe it's an old profile. And then the guy said, no, because it had the new here.
Yeah.
Like the little circle at the bottom of her profile. So she was fresh and looking for
So maybe
fresh meat.
she was ready to get out of the relationship, and he wanted to take it to the next step.
But that same girl had been asking for a 2-carat ring.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's going on?
Yeah, I that happened to me. I was on a shoot, and
Yeah.
when I did have Tinder, like for 3 months or so, and we were like up north in Seoul,
Yeah.
and I was just bored because we were between shots, and I just went on Tinder to start swiping.
Yeah.
And there was on the shoot there was a child. So the mother came, and because the mother and I were in the same area,
Yeah. Oh.
she like popped up and she was like when we were just talking, she's like, oh yeah, the father does this, and like so he's not here today.
Yeah.
And then like going, bitch, I see you.
Yeah.
You're on Tinder because we were like with
And active.
Yeah.
Goodness me.
Well, yeah. So it's amazing, but it's wrong when you catch someone cheating. I
It's
think.
terrible.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
wow.
that's
I
what
guess that's-
technology. That's what technology does.
Yeah.
How can we address this?
I feel like you can't.
You can't. No, you can't. I mean, you can't, like, you don't look at someone else's phone, but
No.
yeah, so you can't. There's no thing.
It's down to people to just control themselves and their desires ultimately, which again is a lost cause, but
Yeah,
we can
and-
try.
I think we're both on the same page, though. We agree that cheating is wrong, but you can't cure it.
Yeah,
All
it's a
right,
disease.
That's all the questions we have today. Thank you once again for tuning into the Colcom Minute Podcast. I've been Jeff.
I've been Rihanna.
Okay, if you have any other questions about Colcom, you can visit them on their website at colcom.co.kr. Thank you once again. Bye-bye.
Bye.